JT Video Blog. Just walking around in the woods up on the hill behind my mother's house where I grew up. This is the woods where I got the logs for the cabin. Got an extraordinary amount of things on my mind today. Just had chemo. I just had it Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. This is Sunday. So I'm still sick from that. My hands are hurting. They feel like bee stings. Get stung by a bee on one of my hands. And other ailments that I'd rather not tell you about. But anyway, I've just been thinking a lot about, the cabin that I'm building, these trees here. I still got a few that I need to harvest. This one here. Here's where I've got it tagged. And just projects, my projects. And what that means in relation to, also helping other people. My son is having a hard time, and it's unbelievable. It really is. I never knew how bad addictions could get. I just was naive about that. My ex-wife and I have been, fighting this with our son for 5 or 6 years. Gosh, we had him in a youth camp out in Utah. We had him in treatment several places. He's been in jail. But he's just starting maybe 2 months ago, he's really went off the deep end. And this last week or two, man, he's just gone crazy. And I am scared to death for him. But I have had to close myself off to him. I can't help him. Whatever help I give him, just he turns into a drug resource. No matter what it is. I mean, it could be anything, and he could turn it into drugs. And that's a disservice to him. We've got to cut him off so that he has no choice but to get clean. And that is so hard. So hard. Comes an airplane. Airport right on the other side of this hill. I used to try to hike to it when I was a kid. It was fun. I'd get the maps out, my dad's topographic maps, and set up a bearing. I'd orient the map to north, real north, so that the north edge of the map was actually pointed north on the earth, and then I would lay a ruler or a yardstick down on the map, and it would actually point to the airport, and I knew that would be the bearing that I would need to take to walk to the airport. Anyway, so this is so hard, because when I think about doing things for myself, like out here walking around, or spending time building the cabin, or painting, doing things that I enjoy. It seems strange that I would do things like that that weren't, that didn't have something to do with helping my son get better, you know. And my mood is very unstable. I feel okay one minute, and then the next minute I don't, you know, just the next second it's like someone pulled the floor out from underneath me. You know, I'm hurting in that kind of way. That kind of grief where you're unstable, mood-wise. And I'm sure it has to do with the chemo. I just had chemo. And it's a lot. It's a lot on me. I pray and I believe. I pray that God will heal me from this cancer, and I pray that God will heal my son from the addiction. And I believe that both of those things will be true. The doctors say that I won't be healed from the cancer, but they certainly aren't God. But anyway, I just thought I'd say hello, give you a video blog, listen to the cicada. Should be the harvest moon just about any time now. The new moon, harvest moon. Beautiful time of the year. Anyway, see you later.